Hey guys, I'm Iggy Azalea, and this is House of Style. Today we're going to meet up with my good friend Jennifer Lopez, and she's going to give us some first-hand insight on how she comes up with her crazy tour looks. Where better to do it than at one of her favorite design houses, Versace.
Welcome to the J.Lo Versace Hall of Fame. We have some of my favorite costumes that I've done with Versace over the years. Obviously, since I wore the infamous green dress, it was such an amazing moment. I wore it to the Grammys back in the early 2000s. Since then, Versace and I had so many great fashion moments. This is a great piece that I wore on my album cover. I think hip-hop is attached to Versace because in the Bronx or Brooklyn or whatever hood you come from, you're always dreaming of a better life. You're dreaming of something glitzy and glamorous. It's almost like bringing it to life. I think Versace always is able to take what they're doing, like they'll do a dress like this or have this pattern, and then I'll say, I need something to do Jenny from the Block in. And they like, okay, we could do a skirt, or we could do a bodysuit, or we could do pants, or we could do this. And I was like, no, bodysuit with the jacket, with real gold chain. And they're like, okay. You know, like, yes, it's Versace, but it's also has to be me. And this was one of my favorite outfits. Again, we closed with this big finale.
Hey!
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Thank you for being here.
Yes, of course, thank you for having me.
Of course. Now, I know you kind of snuck in earlier.
I did.
And gave a sneak peek at a few of your looks, but I have some questions that I have to ask you.
Okay.
So if you don't mind.
I don't.
I'm going to drill you. Which look has made the biggest impact on your career for you?
On my career?
Yeah.
I would probably say the green Versace dress.
I would say the green Versace dress as well, but personally, as somebody who is a big J.Lo fan, I did love the little crop J.Lo tops.
Did you?
Yes, I lived in Australia in the country, and I would watch your videos and be like, where does she get this stuff?
Well, the thing is like with fashion follows music.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the funny thing. It's like they're looking to the performers and the artists to tell them what's cool. Like we go, that's hot.
Is there any one person that you might send a picture to or give a phone call to and say, what do you think?
Yeah, I have my stylist that I work with and the people that I trust who I worked with for years. And it's Robin Marielle, who I've worked with for the past, I don't know, like 4 or 5 years now. You know, there's always that time when you're like, is this pushing it? Like, do I look ridiculous right now? And they're like, no, you look fine. Or a little bit.
And
take it off.
Okay,
let me change real quick. Exactly.
What's your favorite kind of costume to perform in?
I think I feel best in a onesie. Like, I'm like famous for the one piece.
Yeah, yeah. I love them, but I split them down the middle all the time. Anytime I get on stage, I like end up dropping down, and then my pants will be split. And a few times I've had to duct tape my butt for the rest of my performance.
Right.
So I've had bad luck with those. Has Donatella ever handpicked any of your outfits? And if she has, have you ever thought, Donatella, what you thinking, girl? But I'm going to do it anyway.
She's great with dressing, you know, stars, I think. You know, she understands a rock star, she understands a superstar, and she wants them to look that way. That's what Versace does, probably better than anybody.
So speaking about influencing kind of kids and people through music, one thing that I think is really awesome that you have is the Kohl's line.
Yes.
You have to tell me a bit more about how that came about.
It's that thing, you know, me growing up in New York, in the Bronx, I always aspired to have like great fashion, and I was always looking up to my idols and things like that. So when I had the opportunity to make a line that kind of had my style influence, kind of all the things that I've learned from all these great designers, and be able to put that into a line, it's great because it really becomes you, and people know that it's authentic.
So we talked a lot about fashion. While I have you here, we've got to talk about music.
Yes.
Too. You can't escape without me talking about booty.
I know booty! That's our song.
I'm so excited for it.
No, that's our song. Yeah, I know. I'm super excited for it. It's going to be the next single. You did something on it, and obviously, you know, because we have that in common.
I think we have high fashion booty.
We have high fashion booty.
Exactly. So I'm super excited to see
Italian house couture booty.
I'll be like your doll, whatever you introduce to me.
Oh,
you can do it.
Barbie. Don't do that.
Okay.
I'll dress you up.
I'll be like, I'll do whatever you want. I'll do whatever you want.
We're gonna have so much fun. Though.
Awesome. Oh, well, look, I've asked all my questions.
That's it.
That's everything I needed to know. I'm Iggy Azalea. This is Jennifer Lopez, and you've just watched House of Style. Until next time, guys.
Bye.
This episode of House of Style brought to you by Caress Body Wash.